Your court television news starting now.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to a breaking news update here on the NJCourts TV channel. I'm your host this evening, NJCourts, and I want to say a big, huge thank you for everybody taking the time out of your Thursday night tonight and joining me on what's going to be let's just get to the point and not too long of a show, all right? We're going to let the notification go out here. While that's going out, let's take a time and say hi to everybody. Let me get my chat set up. It is officially tonight, still Thursday, okay? January, not June, not there yet, I wish. As I'm missing the summertime, I don't know about you guys, but it is January the 18th. We are nearing tomorrow, which will be Friday. So TGIF, shout out to all my Monday through Fridays, my 8 to 5ers, my 9 to 5ers, in case you get to sleep in an hour. One more day, and then it's time for that weekend, all right? So hang in there. All right, let's get chat set up here. Say hi to everybody. Let's start at the top. So everybody, we kind of had a little pre-party before the show, man. That was fun. Got to say hi to everybody, but let's say hi again. So I want to say a huge shout out to our first person in chat today, which was Candy Cane. Welcome, Candy Cane. We've got Bohemian Monkey. Good evening. We've got Sicilian Princess. Hello. We've got Sarcastic White Female. Welcome. Going down the line. J-Dub's in the house. What up, J-Dubs? Good to see you, my friend. Cat Crazy. Welcome, Cat Crazy. Good evening. Kelly. Good to see you, Kelly. And again, thank you so much for sharing that information earlier. Let's see. Going down the line, going down the line. Let's see. Let's see on my memory. My memory's getting a little bit better now. I think since it's been a few months of not having to watch You Know Who, my brain cells are starting to come back. I don't know about some of you guys that may have lost some. Did you guys start noticing your memory's getting a little bit better? What up, Lobster? Is it Loopster or Lobster? Sorry if I pronounced it wrong, but good to see you. Oh, no! Roll call! And thank you for being here on time. Cesar, good to see you, my friend. Gabble, gabble. Ooh, and I got to show you guys something here in a second. Let me finish roll call. Oh, you know what? I'm going to nickname this now Roll Call. I like that. What up, Roofer? Ayo! Good to see you, my friend. Go, girl. Good to see you. You're going to be excited about something. Let me just finish saying hi, and I got something to show you. What up, Ray1144? Good to see you. All right. I think I'm almost down to the bottom. What up, Brian Stowe? Good to see you, man. Let's see. We got Candy Kiss 33. Hello. NEO. Good to see you. Go with Miss Ella. Good to see you. All right. The Sun. Good to see you, my friend. We've got the Black Widow channel in the house. Hello and welcome. Present and accounted for. I like that. Mary T. Hey, y'all. Good to see you, my friend. All right. We are at the line, or at the bottom of the line so far. I want to say hi to everybody. I think the notification has gone out. I think we've given enough time for people to come on in and join us here at the NJCourts breaking news update I'm shaking the table, for your Thursday evening. Now, before I get to this update, I'm going to just kind of share a little bit of news of what we got going on for the rest of the week. So, as promised, we have an end of the week show tomorrow, Friday night. I am hoping that a guest that I had kind of lined up yesterday, or I think it was, I don't know what time it was. I think it was yesterday, or it might have been early morning today. I hopefully have lined up a guest for tomorrow's show. I will most likely, once, I've verified that they'll be able to come up for an interview, I'll post that notification tomorrow, and I'll let you know who our special guest is going to be for the show. As a matter of fact, if they can make it, we're pretty much going to share some information we've already shared this week, but we're going to have somebody that's going to be able to fill us in on a lot of that stuff, okay? And that's pretty much going to be the main focus of tomorrow's show. Now, there may be some other things we'll go over, probably do some little court updates, but it should be a pretty good show, so I'm looking forward to that. Over the weekend, I didn't have much planned. As you can see in the court calendar, today is the 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st, going on to Monday. Don't have anything. Tuesday, the 23rd, we've got a brown square, which equals Q. So Q at 2:15 next Tuesday is going to be the first person that we would probably have a court update on as far as the people we're doing court coverage on this month. So it'll be a quiet weekend, assuming nobody gets in any trouble. Usually the weekends is when we do our breaking news updates because people get in trouble for some reason on the weekends. I don't know why. But, yeah, it should be a quiet weekend. Planning on having the show tomorrow. Maybe we'll do a walk and talk over the weekend. Usually those I'm pretty sporadic about just when I plan those. You know, I don't usually have a set day. Usually they're on the weekends, but it's usually if the weather is good. It's the most important thing on those. But that's pretty much the itinerary for the rest of the week, all right? Heading into next month, pretty much our main focus is going to be the live court coverage down in Georgia, and that's going to be for the MGL or Michelle Sabate DUI court arraignment, okay? So this channel is hoping to provide you live coverage down there. We are getting near, so I would probably say next week we're going to start kicking up that coverage, probably start with the refresher of what's going on with that individual in their case, and probably do hopefully maybe one last little fundraiser. Maybe we can do something fun, and then we get ready to head on the road, okay? And that should be a pretty interesting case. I'll just leave it at that. All right, y'all. So you ready to get started with today's breaking news update? Well, let's go. So like I said, let's just get straight to the point. It's not going to be anything too long. Tonight's person or topic or individual that we are going to be reading some police incident reports on is going to be Hampton Brandon. So taking you guys back to Mr. HB. So for some of you that forgot what was going on with Hampton Brandon was our influencer, as the news called him. Ooh, covering an influencer. Watch out. Who we showed a video, as a matter of fact, that was pretty much live from the local news agency down there in San Diego, of them actually showing the arrest, which was done by a SWAT team, all right, of Hampton Brandon. Now, that night, there was an update that was given by one of the Leos as to what was going on. And from that update, we learned more or less that there was an anonymous text for help that went out. And then from there, the incident kind of turned into a hostage situation with the possibility of involving a handgun. So then a weapon was involved. SWAT was called. And then eventually the individual that was supposedly, I guess, the victim in this case or incident was freed or let go. I think they had to do some further negotiations because Hampton was still kind of just held up in the, I think it was an apartment building that he was at. And then he finally surrendered. They were able to arrest him and get him booked. Now, since then, this individual has been bonded out, okay? As a matter of fact, when we first went over the original charges they were facing, I think we had read almost about 4 counts. It might have even been more. And then I remember we did an update after that, and they had dismissed a few of those counts, and therefore that had lowered his bond, his bail amount, pretty significantly. So he bonded out. He's been live a few times since then. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you a quick clip from one of my live streams not too long ago. So as a matter of fact, it was the night that we did this baby, had a karaoke night, one hell of a night. That was a lot of fun. But that night, Hampton came into the chat, okay? And I'm just going to show you exactly what happened, but I'm going to show you what he said. And then tonight, I finally, because it's been a while, I put this FOIA request in probably a few weeks ago, literally probably a few days after his incident. And they kept kind of prolonging it. Finally, it has came in. So what I have to share with you this evening is going to be the police incident report having to do with that incident that evening. And then we also have the call log for that evening, which is pretty interesting. I'll tell you this. Once we take a look at what Hampton was trying to, convey to me that night on my live stream, and then what we're going to see on the incident report and on the call log, I think we're going to prove that Hampton was full of bullshit. I'm going to have to call it. All right, you guys. So without further ado, let me just excuse me for just a minute to pull up that clip, and we'll take a look at it really quick, and then I'm going to roll right into the police incident report. All right. What up, Xanax God? See if anybody snuck in while I was getting this show started. What up, Kenny PP? Hey, I appreciate that. A gentleman, a scholar. I tip my hat to you, sir. All right, cool. And if I missed shouting you out, I apologize and welcome. Even welcome to all the haters, okay? Hey, a view is a view, as I say, okay? All right, so what up, Maniac 541? Is that couch from the 70s? No, I don't think so. That's the pattern right there. Definitely not from the 70s, because this house was not built in the 70s. But I'm not too sure what year. Couldn't tell you. All right, so let's get that clip queued up. Give me just 1 second just to find the spot where I'm going to show you. That's not what I wanted. Here we go. All right. Well, I thought I had it ready to go. I didn't, but it's right here. I'll find it really quick. It's going to be up here. Down here. There we go. Oh, wait. I'm looking for his. Sorry, I forgot it was. I was looking at his when we were doing the court updates on him, and I forgot it was actually when we did the excuse me, the calendar board. My bad. I'm looking at the wrong thing. All right, that I know. Actually, it should just be on my history. I was already looking at this. Let's save some time here. Sorry about that, guys. I like to be a little bit more prepared, but I wasn't. All right. Here it is. Cool. There we go. All right. Let me just find the right section here on. Oh, I'm already there. All right. So here's what I wanted to show you. All right. Perfect. Cool. So let me get this queued up. Thank you guys for your patience. Make sure you guys can see what I'm saying. All right, so before I press play, I don't know what I say through the audio. I think I kind of just address him, but most importantly, all we're going to be taking a look at is the chat to the right-hand side, okay? Again, if you are on your phone, just from vertical mode, go to horizontal, and then go to full screen mode on your app. And you should be able to see the chat on the right. If not, we're going to read it out to you. Excuse me. Let me just reply here. All right. What up, Jennifer Positivity? Member for 6 months. Let me see here. Put that up here. And you say, hi, everyone. I actually caught a live. Well, welcome and thank you. I appreciate you being here on an actual live. And shout out to the replay crew. And thank you so much for being a member of 6 months. And actually, go girl, check it out. Look what I found. Oh, yes. I finally looked. It wasn't behind the couch. It was it was on the side and it fell in a bag. That's why I couldn't find it. But we found the second part to the gavel number 4. And I've secured the handle. So this gavel slam goes out to you, Jennifer Positivity. And again, thank you for, oh wait, you are now a 6-month member. That officially makes you an OG. So welcome to the OG club, Jennifer Positivity. Spam them gavels if you got them, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So let's go. So again, if you can focus your eyes to the chat on the right-hand side, let's read this together. So Hampton is kind of towards the top, and Hampton says, hey, can you delete the video about me before I get it taken down? And we're going to listen. I think you'll hear my response here, what I'm saying. But he says next, I'm not Ski Mask Andy. I got swatted, man. All fake charges. And then he says next, I don't have a problem with you, dude. I just don't want fake news. Appreciate you, though. Well, and I can appreciate that, Hampton. We don't want to put fake news out there. And that's exactly why I went ahead and did a FOIA request for the police incident report for said incident that I believe you're speaking about. So that way we can fact check everything you said and everything I said. So according to Hampton right now, he's stating that he got swatted and they're all fake charges. Okay, so pretty much denying the fact that, there was anybody being, taken in as a possible hostage or held under, held under the, what was it? Well, pretty much just being taken. There's another name for it, but I'm not going to guess. But pretty much holding somebody at their own without, giving them a free will to leave type of deal. Anyways, so through the police incident report, we will verify everything that he said and everything that I've covered so far, which again, all I've really shown is just the actual charges that were available through the, that was the San Diego Sheriff's Department's website. We also took a look at the news channel that did the interview with the law enforcement officer that was there that night that talked about the incident. And yeah, they may have been incorrect on a few things. I doubt, but hey, we all are humans. But ultimately, I think the incident report and the call log is going to tell us everything we need to know. So let me jump over to chat here. And so I can see what you guys are saying. And we're going to play this clip here and see if I respond to him. I kind of forgot what I was telling him. But either way, we're going to take a look at the incident report next. And we'll see exactly if he's telling the truth or not. Maybe I did get it wrong. All right. So let me jump back over to chat. And all right. Let me turn myself down here. My bad. All right. So I got you guys here. Yeah, I know, Jennifer. Fake news, I know. The crystal ball has been correct. I think we're at what, like 10 out of 10? So, but hey, nobody's perfect, right? So we can always get it wrong. All right, so let's see what I was saying here. Let me make sure my volume's up. And again, I don't know if I was responding to him. I think I said something, but let's see here. Let's see. Oops. Maybe the day after Christmas. If you want to do it that day, I'll be more than happy to host an open panel. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm addressing you. Let's go back a bit. Yeah. Oh, no. We had a hell of a karaoke night that night. That was fun. Oh, this one doesn't slide. I know what you mean. Yeah, this one doesn't do it that night, but it was fun. All right, now we're outside at the pool. Jeez Louise. All right. There I burped. I'm going to cheers it and slam it with you guys. And we're going to call it a night. Oh, sorry, I got distracted. You know what's funny, though? Oh, no. I had to do a double take. The temperature of the pool, believe it or not. Let's keep going. Hey, Hampton, man, do what you got to do. So let me ask you this. Are you going to still want to come down and let the notification to go out? So, if you don't come in immediately at that time, don't worry, you won't miss it. But we will shoot for a 9 o'clock my time.
I think it's coming.
That'll be 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern time, 10 o'clock in the Midwest, 9 a.m. my time in the Southwest or Mountain time, and that'll be 8 a.m. on the West Coast.
Come on, NJ, let's go.
We'll start at that time.
Here,
and
he's
we'll
coming down. He's coming down. Here he comes. I see him in chat.
Dipping around 9:30.
It's coming up.
Colder than a fridge. Hey, Hampton, man, do what you got to do. So let me ask you this. Are you going to still want to come down and speak on your behalf on Tuesday? But you do understand this, man. Like, I get what you're saying, but you understand this, though. Remember, I don't know you, right? Neither does my audience. All we know is that you were arrested and you have a court date. So respectfully, you got to see where we come from, or at least where I do. Now, I think if you've watched me and you respectfully understand the channel and the fact that it's a media station, I respectfully, anybody that once their court coverage is done, I don't speak on them anymore. Give you an example. Ganville, for example, I covered him. He was found not guilty. That was the end of my coverage about that person. Never spoke about that person, regardless that he's been brought up in the media a few times. And I've spoke a bit about what happened, but nothing against him or personal. And again, that's because I'm a media channel. And again, that's because there was no more coverage on that individual. So respectfully, you have been arrested. You are currently going through the process of the legal system. And respectfully, until that's done, I don't know whether you're guilty or not guilty. And that's, like I said, I will give you the opportunity. And like I said, it's nothing personal, to speak on your behalf.
All charges dropped.
But as far as my video, all I have done is just literally replayed.
So right now in chat, he says, I don't want to. So he goes like this. He goes, you will have a strike on your channel soon. Good luck, man. All charges dropped. And then at the bottom, he says, okay, accept the channel strike. Good night, man. Good luck with your channel. Well, never got a strike because there was nothing. What are you going to strike on? But I think he was just trying to intimidate me, which I don't know if he's been watching the channel for a while, which I think he has, because I know he's commented on like some of the Ski Mask videos a few months in the past. But yeah, anytime we start coverage on anybody, it's the same intimidation tactics. It's the same, I didn't do it, I'm not going to court. And then when we, show that they have court, then it's, you're not going to go to court or else I'm going to, do this to you. You're not going to show up or you're going to get kicked out. I'm going to tell the police you're la, 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 la. Then we show up or we get the video. Nothing ever happens, of course, because, nothing's done illegally. And then, it's the same. Okay, if you show my video, if you show me, I'm going to strike you and la, 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 la. Then, of course, because we're a news channel and we're commenting on any videos that we may use that has that person, we don't get struck. And, it is what it is. But I think that was just his way of trying to intimidate me from just taking everything having to do with that down. But like I said, it's not my first rodeo and it's not going to be my last. All right. Yeah, I know, big ups. A lot of people in this game weren't used to having people check them. And see, I think some of the haters of this channel forget that in 1 year, we've some people I say exposed, a lot of individuals I say we just provided coverage that maybe they, probably didn't want others to know. But in 1 year, we brought you Ski Mask Andy, Controlla, Ganville, Sunny IRL. Who else? We currently covering Trina Golden, Michelle Sabate or MGL. We've got Tommy James, Blogger IRL, just added Q to the list. You know what I mean? 1 year. So, Hampton Brandon. Duh. So, yeah, like I said, not my first rodeo, not going to be my last. All right, so let's finish up here, and then we're going to go straight into the incident report. So, guys, thank you for your patience. I appreciate everybody coming in. I just wanted to kind of show you where we left off last time with kind of Hampton saying he had said, it's his words. Okay, we verified it was him too, that, his charges were dropped and that he was swatted that night, and it wasn't like it was, So that's where we left off at with him. Let me just see where I finish off here on my conversation with him, and then we're going to jump right into the incident report and then the call log for that evening. What is a media video of you being arrested? That's public information, and it's just public information that's been posted on a government website that, again, doesn't mediate or doesn't constitute any reason for YouTube wanting to take that video down. Hey, you're welcome. So I guess you're not going to be coming on as an interview then? And his reply was, enjoy the channel strike. Well, hold on. So if all charges are dropped, do you want to come on tonight and speak on that and show proof of it? I gave him an opportunity to show proof that they were dropped. And he decided he didn't want to. All right. I see where your answer's at. Have a good night, Hampton. We'll see you in court, man. Oh, it doesn't matter, Mike. And there we are. All right. So let's jump into the police incident report for the evening that Hampton Brandon was arrested. So just give me a few seconds just to get that posted up here. And let's move on to that breaking news update. Excuse me. Sipping on a non-adult bevy tonight. We've got the Ghost Energy drink. I don't know if any of you tried these, man. They're starting to be my faves. I used to be a Monster guy, but the orange cream and the Swedish fish, they're getting to me. They're good. All right, so let's get this off of here. And then let's post up our next piece of paperwork. Again, remember, this is all public paperwork. This is stuff that you can access to fact check me. There is no, this, once it's on public, these names and everything are meant for anybody to see. Okay. It's not considered doxing or how a lot of people, try to say it or make it sound like. Second of all, this information that I received, this came from directly the San Diego Police Department or Sheriff's Department, excuse me. So they actually do their own redacting, which they did. So personal stuff, it's already been redacted. So it's not going to be on there. You're just going to see names. You're not going to see the victim's name. We're going to see Brandon's name, which we already know what it is. That's nothing new. And then we're going to see the rest of the incident report. But I just want people to keep that in mind because we still get a lot of people that get confused about that. And like I said, it's all public info. And like I tell people, if you don't want your shit to get out there, either A, don't become a public person like they say, which I hate that excuse, or two, don't get in trouble. That's the easiest. All right. So here we go. Let's get this paperwork put up here for you guys to see. And then we're just, like I said, if you're having trouble seeing it, don't worry. We're just going to read it together. All right. So it's right here. I got it up here. All right. Perfect. Let's get that queued up. Share screen. Window. Share. All right, let me just make sure you guys can see what I'm looking at here. Perfect. All right, so we're going to start from the top, and I'm just going to work my way down, okay? If you guys have any questions, just excuse me. Once I finish with kind of going over this, I will kind of give you guys an opportunity, if you guys have any questions for me, to ask away before I, end the broadcast or the live stream. It's going to be something I'm going to try implementing now on some of these further live streams that we're doing. Because I know, like I said, I'm trying to work on interacting with chat a lot better. I still don't have my setup yet for the pop-up chat. Probably will be set up the next time we go live
which will be tomorrow, but we'll see. But for right now, at the least, I can at least take the time, once I'm done, focusing on presenting this, to see what chat's saying and answer any questions that I can. Okay. And worst off, if I can't answer a question for you tonight, just reach out to me through my Instagram or through email, and I'll definitely get back to you. All right. So let me jump over to this incident report and let's read this together. Okay. All right. So let's scroll up here so you can see what I'm looking at. All right. So at the top, you can see this this is San Diego Police Department arrest/juvenile contact report. Top right-hand corner, you have the case number, which is listed as 230-43922. Case disposition, arrest. So I don't see anything that says dismissed or anything like that, but it does say arrest. Now, again, according to, Hampton, he said that everything had been dropped, but I'm showing arrest. Now, again, this is just the incident report, but I'm pretty sure they didn't dismiss or drop the charges. And I'm going to be verifying that for you tomorrow. As a matter of fact, I was hoping it was going to come with the paperwork that came with me today, that came in today. I was hoping that I requested everything. So I was hoping they were going to include the court paperwork, which was going to have his next court date. They didn't. No biggie. I tried calling today, the court clerk's office. It was late afternoon, which they should have been open, but I didn't know that they only take calls from the morning time. So tomorrow morning, I'm going to call them up. I will get his next court date, and most likely I'll either just share that with you guys tomorrow night or just post it as a community post, all right? And then we'll go from there. But for right now, we have the incident report from that night that we're going to go over, and then the call log. So let's work our way down. So we have at the top left, you see it's checked arrest report. That's what we have here. You have general case information. So you'll see the primary charge is now threatened crime with intent to terrorize. That is considered a felony, okay? This occurred on October 12th, which was a Thursday, 1651. That's military time, which equals out at 4:51, or approximately at 4:51 p.m. All right. Let's see here. Going down. So you have a victim number 1. All this information has been redacted, okay? You'll go down to the bottom. It says offender, Grosso Brandon Jason, otherwise known as Hampton Brandon. The relationship says victim was stranger. Again, we have an offense description that says PC, threatened crime with intent to terrorize, felony type or felony level. Let's see. Location, lot, park, yard, hate bias, 88, none, no bias, mutually exclusive. They have it as a DV, no. Gang related, no. That's the reporting officer's information. And there again, 650. So we were right. 6:57 was when they reported. So it was around 6 in the evening, just like it said earlier. Now we get to the arrestee's information. All right, the important stuff. So again, we have arrestee number 1, Grosso Brandon Jason. Okay, he's listed as a resident. 6'3", he's weighing about 190 at the time. Let's see, they have him as employment status unemployed, which I figured since he's considered a e-celebrity, I guess. Or what do they call him? An influencer. Excuse me. I would imagine it should have said influencer. Let's see. He was wearing a beige BB hat, beige sweatshirt, and light-colored shorts. They have suspect actions, lists smoked on premises and suspect armed. They have as arrest type, probable cause arrest. It's a new case. It was for a felony, and he was booked. And we know that because he was bonded out. Let's see here. So that looks like that completes the arrest report. What I'm going to read with you next, which is a little bit more interesting and has a lot more details, is now going to be the call log for that night, okay? So let me just get that set up here. And while I'm doing that, let me check out what you guys are saying and talking about in chat, see if you guys have any questions. And then we're going to jump over to the call log next. What up, Steam and Stream? What up, Big Ups? I don't know if I said hi to you earlier. Good to see you. Yeah, I saw one of them. I don't know if she's posted any more. But I will say I was not impressed. I was hoping it was going to actually be like a funny roast. If I have to do a roast of my own self, I will do it. That way it's done right. But yeah, I thought she was an actress. And I gave it like 1 star. What do the movie critics do? Like the thumbs up? Definitely a thumbs down. And that's not because it was about me. Trust me. I was excited because I thought it was going to be like a good roast. You know, I saw like she had the little glasses on and the flannel shirt, and it was horrible. She didn't even say Dino Man right. She was like Dino Man. And I don't think that was supposed to be a joke. I don't think she was following. I think she started like watching like a lot of my streams like from the beginning and didn't catch up to now. And I think that's why I don't think it's Dino Man, not Dino Man. All right. So, yeah, I know. I didn't even watch it all either because I thought, I was like, seriously, again, I'm not like, if you're watching, Trina, please put one out that is worthy of some laughs and I will watch. But that one sucked. That's why I was like, man, I'm going to do my own roast of myself. All right. So, 10 toes in, man. All right, let's check out what 10 Toes had to do, or what 10 Toes was up to on that evening, all right? The call log's pretty interesting, so let me get that queued up. What up, J Dubs? J Dubs says, it was lame. Well, you know, she's not telling herself that. You know, she's probably like, it was a SAG-worthy performance. All right. Let's get that queued up. Give me just a second. There we go. Call for service. Is this sharing now? Let's see. Go here. Let's see what you guys... Oh, yeah, you guys just... That's cool. It automatically switched it over. That's awesome. All right. Let me zoom in on this tab here so you guys can see a little bit better. And again, if you are on your phones, turn that from vertical to horizontally. Hit the little open screen on the little tab or on the app that does, it's the full screen mode. And I guarantee you'll be able to see everything here. But just in case, we'll read it. I'll read it for you, but I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit more because I think I can. All right. Let's try this. How's that work? Let me see how it looks on my phone. I got to let it catch up. Give me a second. I'm kind of behind you guys. Oh, perfect. I see it zoom in. Let me see. I'm going to turn mine, so I should be able to see it on horizontal mode. Yeah, for the most part, I can see it. Cool. All right. I'll even zoom in a little bit more. Let's see. That should be good. Let's see how it looks on here. Perfect. There we go. All right. So I'm going to start from the top here. This is the call for service. Okay. This was from October 12th, 4:50 p.m. It looks like when this call went in. So received. Yeah, 4:50 p.m. it's received. They dispatched at 4:51. Looks like the police arrived at 4:54 p.m. And then they cleared. That was on the 12th. According to this, they cleared the scene at 3:08:39 p.m. the following day. That's clearing the scene, though. probably, going back to the place, picking up any evidence, cleaning up any scene, if they made any type of mess or anything like that. I think he was arrested on the 12th. And that was what it was on his, hold on, let's go back to his booking sheet. Yeah, it was on the 12th when he was booked. All right. But it looks like they didn't get done with the scene till the next day. All right. So look at these officers that reported that night, man. This must be like most of these guys were probably part of the SWAT team. But we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 officers. So imagine all the resources that went out that night, which I'm glad that individual was safe, but it was probably an incident that could have been, what's the word I'm trying to look for? Avoided had Hampton not done this and been a good boy. All right. But instead, he ends up, getting mad, and look what happened, right? So it says notes. They redacted some information, but what I can read here, it looks like one of the notes written by, I believe it's probably the dispatcher, says, male threatening RP with gun. Then the next note says, LOI search completed. FYI sent to LDET. That's all happening that's like when they're arriving, because it's 4:51. And it says they dispatched at 4:51. They arrived at 4:54. So this is still part of the dispatching notes. So here we go. This is where it starts getting interesting right here on the second page. So at approximately like when they get there, it says suspect vehicle went across to Vaughn's shopping center. Okay. So remember when he stated, oh, this was a swatting incident. Okay. Well, if that was the case, what are you doing running from the cops in a vehicle? Okay. So I think we've already proved him incorrect as far as that statement he made. But we're showing at 16:54 or otherwise at 4:54 p.m. suspect vehicle went across the Vaughn's shopping center. Then we have possession Old Explorer. That's probably 4, saying like it's a 4-door. Partial FL plate, partial Florida plate, female in back of vehicle. Looks like it's a woman in her 20s, 6'3", tan sweatshirt, had gun. Oh, no. White male, not woman. White male, 20s, 6'3", tan sweatshirt, had the gun. So that's the note that the dispatcher's getting. Then the next note says dark gray colored Ford Explorer. Then the next note says RP thinks possession mid or pose, which is probably for possesses, mid-90s model, clear windows, vehicle filled with clothing. RP trying to FD units, suspect armed with black handgun. 16:57 or 4:57 p.m. RP and FedEx truck parked in front of the Kahoot store in the Vaughn shopping center. Then at 16:57, being FD by the RP. Next note, vehicle will be a gray Jeep Cherokee, not a Ford Explorer. So now we're nearing 5 o'clock, okay? So far, UTL on the suspect vehicle. Next note, possession post at USPS parking lot. Now they looks like they got the plate number there. Vehicle search completed at 10/12/1702, which is at 5:02. LOI search completed at 10/12/1702 at 5:02. Valid 417 with black handgun. So I'm guessing they're validating the call for the handgun. Emergency tone, hot stop facing EB in parking lot. One female in the back seat. This is at 5:03. Next note, male matching description on foot in the CVS parking lot. So now looks like he's fleeing on foot. Male is NB on foot in the parking lot. About 5:06 p.m. Next note, lost sight of male behind shell. will pop up on the other side on black MTN. Next note at a 5:07, NB on black MTN, mail approaching the 56. Next note, 5:08 p.m., mail at redacted. Then we've got 17:09 or 5:09 p.m., 6/3, 220, tan, BB hat, tan hoodie shorts, white male, early 20s. They've got a code 4 on hot stop at 5:10 p.m. Then they're saying never saw the male step out of the vehicle is the next note. We see a note that says at post office Rancho Penasquitos. They've got a type 415W disturbing the peace, unconcealed weapon, hot call. Next notes at 5:11, LOI search completed. They've got some redacted information. Then we move on to about 5:11 again. Male with gun inside whispering. So this must be where they're now at, I would believe, that complex where he was now kind of barricaded in. So they're saying male with gun inside whispering. Then they got event type change from a 415 to a 415 with HC or WHC. So they've changed the call number. Event priority change from 1 to 0 at 10/12/23, 17:06. NB on black MTN, mail approaching the 56. That's at 17:11 or 5:11 p.m. We've got a few redacted notes. One says able launching mail at redacted. They've got LOI search completed at 5:09. Then another note that says event held for 600 minutes and unit 232J1, end of duplicate event. Oh my gosh, here's the last page. Uh, 5:11, cross-reference to event at blah, 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 blah. LOI search completed at, let's see, 5:12. And then the next note that looks kind of important at 5:13, per Vic, male pull the gun from. So now they're kind of, I guess, interviewing the victim. So per Vic, male pull the gun from the passenger side. Checking the area around the post office. Checking bush area near Shell gas station. Checking with 245Y2. It's probably another unit. Per supervisor post office, they only saw LE with weapons out. No one saw a male with a gun. So they're saying they just saw law enforcement. Female half gave name of male. Now we're approaching about 5:20 p.m. ECL facing NB for curbside. Positive on curbside is your next note. They've changed the case number. Now they've got a note at 5:39. Circle K mobile to check for video surveillance. They've now found holster and ammo located inside the vehicle. No firearms. So just the holster and ammo. That's at around 5:51. We're approaching 6 p.m. They've done a per search completed, a PER search completed at 17:51 or 5:51. They have firearm has been located. That was at nearing 6 o'clock. At 6:02, it says reviewed video surveillance. Appeared a verbal argument occurred. Suspect walked over to his vehicle, opened the passenger side door, and due to camera angle, I could not see if the suspect picked up a firearm or not. Then it says employee redacted and redacting the employee's name, stated he and his manager will be in tomorrow from 0500 to 14:30, so 5 in the morning to 2:30 afternoon, and we'll have video surveillance ready for pickup. They have at 6:10 p.m. felony warrant, redacted some information. The next note says if no answer, try. Looks like the redacted information. Then it says MISD, so I'm thinking now it's a misdemeanor warrant. I don't know what that's referring to. Let's see, at 6:46, another LOI search completed. LOI search completed at 20:41. That's going to be, so now we went to from what, 6, 8. So now we jumped in about an hour and a half, or now, no, an hour, excuse me, to now we're at, let's see, 8:41. And that's another LOI search. 9:22, another LOI search completed. 10:38, another LOI search completed. 11:17, event closed. That must mean everything was done. Already got him arrested. And now we're going to the next morning or next day. And at 2:29 that afternoon, LOI search completed. And then they reopened an event number. And then they closed an event number that next day. End of your notes. All right. I know that may sound confusing. I'm just reading it as, you got to know that these dispatchers are writing in like shorthand. You know what I mean? So that's why a lot of the notes have abbreviations and things like that. So I tried my best to spell out some of the abbreviations. Some I didn't want to whisper, or not whisper, guess. I'm seeing the note that says male with gun inside whispering. But that's your call for service report. All right. So let me jump back over to chat here so I can see what you guys been up to. Again, thank you guys for your patience on that. Let's see here. Let me go back down here. All right, cool. So John Jacobs, welcome. John Jacobs says, Hampton said on his live, let's see, let's get this out of the way. Let me get myself here. Hampton said on his live, his girlfriend didn't call police. He said he was swatted. Exactly. That's what he said it in my, I don't know if you were here. He came into my chat about a few weeks ago. And he was, stating that he wanted me to take down one of his videos that I had, which it's not his video. It's my video. He's not even showing any of his streams or anything. So that didn't make sense. And then he stated the same thing, that he got swatted and that none of this never happened or anything like that. I don't know. Okay. Based on a lot of the information that we read, seems a lot of the stuff he had kind of said doesn't match up with what I've said, what I've read. Tomorrow, I'll have more information for you because tomorrow I'm going to be getting a hold of the court clerk's office and finding out when his next court date is, assuming he has one. Maybe he's right. Maybe they dismissed the case and they're going to say, yo, NJCourts, there is no court date. Okay, it's been dismissed, dropped. And if that's the case, I'll report that news. I'll apologize to Hampton myself, even though there's really nothing to apologize because all I'm doing is just reporting on the news right now. I haven't said anything. I'm not making any claims whether, he's, allegedly did it or not yet. Allegedly, right? Everybody is innocent until proven guilty. Remember that. We're just reporting on what we are reading, all public information. But you know what? Hey, I'm a man of my word. If I'm mistaken, I will definitely, to anybody, will always say, hey, my bad. You know what I mean? But I have a feeling that that's just not the case. Maybe I'm wrong. So tomorrow I'm going to call. If there's going to be a court date, I will have that court date for you. And then I'll let you know when that court date is. Most likely, I'll just share it with you guys during tomorrow's special interview / show. But a dismissal would be wild after that police response. Yeah, no, for sure, John Jacobs. And Big Up says they found a girl and he was armed. What a coincidence. The swatters got it right. That's what I'm saying. And actually, correct me if I'm wrong, chat. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think, in one of the videos that we have, when we started the coverage on him, we actually shared a video. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Let's look at it because I don't even want to think. It's going to drive me nuts. One of the videos I shared, they actually showed, and I'm actually just going to look up the video itself. I don't even have to go to my live stream. It was another channel that went over his charges from the state of California. I'm curious if one of those charges was a felony. Now, even that guy said, and remember, I think that video was 5 years old. So that doesn't even include any charges he picked up from that when that video was made until now. Keep that in mind. Where I'm going with all this is if he's got a felony anywhere from any state in the United States, that would keep him, and it depends on the felony. If it's going to be a violent felony for sure, that would prevent him from owning or possessing a firearm. Okay, I'm pretty sure all felonies keep you from doing that, but I know for sure a violent felony is going to keep you from being able to possess a firearm. So if that's the case, for sure he's going to get in trouble if they, found out that he was possessed or had it or was in possession of a firearm. So that right there would prove that no. At the very, very minimum, there would be that charge, felon in possession of handgun. All right. Loopster says, pretty sure he has past firearm charges. Well, let's do this. Yo, big ups. I don't think she can, dude. Last time, what I heard last is, I mean, maybe he's already been past his little, 30-day slap on the wrist, but because of what Alex did, it looks like the jail caught wind of that interview or interviews. And I was told from a very reliable source, let's just put it that way, that he actually lost his privileges for a month of being able to communicate with people through that, video chat. So again, whether that's true or not, I don't know. I guess when he gets out and he comes and starts telling everybody all the bullshit that happened in the 3 months he was there, we'll find out. But I was told that, he probably can't do, and again, maybe those 30 days are already over, but he may not be able to do video chats, man. Yo, what up, Paul Man? Good evening. I'm wondering if you have heard anything on EBZ Burger Planet charges. So, Paul Man, great question. As a matter of fact, I'm going to point you, or if you want to put your eyes over to this calendar here, point your eyes, not put. How are you going to put? Point, excuse me. Point your eyes towards here. EBZ is our little green box. EBZ has got a pre-trial conference this month. As a matter of fact, it is on the 31st, January 31st, which is going to be a Wednesday. So on that day, I will have an update for you as to what happens next, okay? As of right now, he's waiting on attending that pretrial conference, okay? And then we go pretty much forward. He has, I'm not sure if you had known this, but he was obviously bonded out, and that's why he's been streaming back in California. But yeah, he's got court coming up at the end of this month. Big ups. Did NJ add his own? Yo, hold on. Big ups. Who are you asking me? Did NJ add his own name to the board? There's no date. If there's a date, I will add my name to the board. But see, that's the thing. There is no date. That's why I showed everybody the court information, or not court, whatever it was yesterday. So if there's a date, we'll put it up. And actually, if that happens, I'm going to have to trade EBZ because green is my favorite color. So EBZ is going to have to go with P yellow, and I get the green. Yeah, I know. Well, Q, I don't know if he was watching, but everybody answered kind of for him, and they picked brown. So Q has got the shit brown for his color. No pun intended, but yes. I want my green back if I do get a date. Conflict of interest? Well, then somebody's going to have to report it for me. I'm going to have to. Oh, shit, man. No, I don't want IRL news time, man. It's got to be a better channel. Shit. That's a good one. We'll have to figure out some. Yeah, no, definitely, because that would be a conflict of interest. I can't report on my own self, right? John Jacobs, you're fucking cracking me up tonight. All right, so we showed. Oh yeah, we're gonna show you. Let's take a look and see what he's got going on in California really quick. Let's just get that out of the way. Excuse me. Yeah, this was it right here. Let me just go straight to. Here, I'll share this with you guys. Dude, that would be cool. He's actually, I think he featured, right, Roofer? Didn't he, didn't he feature my live stream when we were doing the Balloon Fiesta in Albuquerque, I think. So he might be familiar with me. That'd be cool. I watch him. I'm actually subscribed to his channel. Go Girl asked this. NJCourts, do you believe Michelle wants to get all traveling to her court date arrested for So I heard something about that. Not the first time I heard somebody say that that's what they're going to do if people show up to a public court. And don't forget, I mean, we do as Americans have the right to travel to any city we want. And I don't see what's wrong with attending a public court hearing that's open and available to any person of the public. But sure, I guess anybody that comes to Georgia, the state of Georgia, will be considered a stalker, and you will be arrested immediately upon entering the state line. Per Michelle Sabate. Okay? The fuck out of here. I think that lady's such a narcissist. I think she's going to appreciate the attention she's going to be getting. Sadly. Roofer, I was asking about Clash with Bao. Isn't that his name? The live streamer? Because we're trying to figure out who would be able to cover me, because it'd be a conflict of interest covering myself if I get a court date. Wasn't it him that covered me, or he was showing our live stream when I was up at the Balloon Fiesta. I think I remember it was you that was like, oh yeah, that's him or something. I don't know. That's what I was asking. You don't watch him. Okay, what the hell? Who was it then? Yeah, but I think I don't know. But either way, he did NJCourts. Thank you, Sunshine. Okay, I thought I was going crazy, man. Beck says, you're about to have more than one court date. Is that real, Beck? Because if it is, actually, no, there is no, we don't need a I was going to say, yeah, no, I was going to say we could line up an interview, but I'm not interested in interviewing you. And sadly, Beck, you are right. I actually will be attending quite a bit of court dates in the next year. We've got Michelle. I don't want to promise it, but depending on how I get the mode of transportation to Michelle's hearing, there could be the possibility I may be able to catch a sentencing hearing 2 days after that. That's a Hail Mary. But if that's the case, that would actually be, yeah, you're right. I would have 2 court dates I'm going to be attending this month. It's not big hands, Beck? All right. What up, Benito Mussolini? All right, so I've got that video queued up. Let's see what Hampton had going on a few years ago in Cal. As a matter of fact, I can tell you that video was posted 5 years ago. So that's why I said, keep in mind, between when this video was posted and now, who knows what he's picked up. But let's see what he has for sure. And like I said, if he's got a felony on his record in Cali, then for sure they charged him for the gun possession, felon in gun possession at the very minimum, okay? Because remember, Hampton's claiming that he was swatted. It's all misunderstanding. Case was dismissed, and yada, yada, yada. All right? So, hey, like I said, maybe he's right. We'll find out tomorrow. Hello, Amber H. As a matter of fact, we were just talking about you. I didn't tell chat yet, but since you're here in chat, and I didn't reach out to you yet on Instagram, I just wanted to confirm whether you would still like to come and be a guest on tomorrow night's show. All right, so let me get this video queued up for you guys, and let's take a listen and see what Hampton had going on in California as far as his criminal record. All right, present, share screen, and let's go here. All right, let's start from the beginning. And then I'll
about Hampton Brandon.
Oh, actually, hold on. Let me shout this channel out. Let me share their link here really quick. That way, if you guys want to, after this stream, want to come back over here and listen to the full video, you're more than welcome. Actually, it's just a 3-minute video, so we might listen to the whole video. But shout out to the Review Anything Tech Show. All right, for this video that we're going to be featuring, let me plug in their link here. Well, big ups. We'll see if she wants to pick one out tomorrow. Okay, yes, definitely. Cool, Amber. I will reach out then through Insta, or I guess maybe through your community post, whatever. I'll get to you somehow, and I'll verify a time with you. And again, I appreciate you taking the time out of your Friday tomorrow for that. So much appreciated. Thank you for getting back to me. All right, so let's see here. Okay, let me just get this down. All right, cool. That way you guys can see better, and let's get this video going. And did I plug in yeah, there's the link to that. Oh, there it is. I just posted it there, and let's get this video queued and going. Thank you for your patience.
A live streamer who's been banned from Twitch and now banned from YouTube. And I was able to look up his criminal history in Los Angeles County specifically. And I think he's from New York, but New York records, you have to pay to see them. And I didn't want to, honestly, it's not worth my time. But his real name is Brandon Grosso. I was able to find that he's been arrested in Los Angeles County 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 6 times. And Los Angeles County does not show what the original charge was. It just shows the level of it. And everything he's been arrested for has been a misdemeanor so far.
Misdemeanors.
But this was on February 12th, 2016. He was released the same day. Misdemeanor, bail, $1,500. Next arrest was on May 8th, 2016, was released the next day, May 9th. Misdemeanor charge, no bail. And the actual outcome of this case was available too. Looks like he was sentenced to probation in this. His third arrest was on March 11th, 2017. Spent 2 days in jail, released on the 13th of March. Bail, $50,000. So that must have been a serious charge there. His fourth arrest was on August 9th, 2017, released 3 days later on August 11th, $11,500 bail. Next arrest was on September 24th, 2017, released 3 days later again on 9/27, 2017. No bail in this case. I'm not sure what's going on here. One of these was like a citation, so it wasn't that big of a deal. If you go a little bit below this, they show whether or not it's a citation or a case. And then his final arrest in Los Angeles County, at least, was October 20th, 2017, released the next day, $1,000 bail. Someone said online that he was arrested for domestic violence or something like that his ex-girlfriend filed. I'm not sure which of these cases was that, but this is the only one that has a large bail. His third arrest with the $50,000 bail, it's pretty significant. So it's nothing super minor. But I looked up Clark County in Las Vegas because I know he was getting into some issues there recently, but there's no criminal history or record of him being arrested in Clark County. No court case either. And then, like I said, New York State, you have to pay to see their record. So it's not worth my time. But I figure I just put together this little video to show you guys what I was able to figure out just with public records. These are entirely public, free to access. So it's totally legal for me to put this stuff up. Again, arrested 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times in Los Angeles County alone. So, yeah, this guy needs to get his shit together.
Well, there you go. And I agree with that content creator. So according to him, it looks like those charges, again, that was 5 years ago. All right. I'd have to, and I think, once now that we're going to be getting a little bit more information about Hampton going forth with this case, assuming he's got a court date, I will probably be able to figure out more or less, because this guy, he travels a lot. So I know he's from New York, he's Florida, right? Well, he was in Florida. I know he got in trouble in Vegas, like not too long ago, I believe. He's gotten in trouble in California where he was at for a while. So according to that creator, it looks like the charges he went over 5 years ago were all misdemeanors. Now, that was out of Los Angeles County, okay? Or, excuse me, the city of Los Angeles, all right? We don't know if he's picked up charges in any other counties in California.
Pretty much what I was trying to look for was to see if he had any felonies on his record, because that right away would tell me that, yeah, he did get charged with something, at the bare minimum, because, that would make him a felon in possession of a weapon. All right. So according to those charges we saw, they look like they were all misdemeanors, according to that creator. But somebody in chat, I think, said they thought that he may have had one. Again, I'm not going to assume, but I will check. It's not really super important, but, especially when I find out tomorrow whether he's going to have a court case or not. But I would like to know, more or less what his history is in any of the states I can find his record as far as, serious stuff at the minimum, like felonies and stuff like that. Cat Crazy, I'm trying to limit my craziness. I know, Cat Crazy. Well, you know what? That's why I'm going to be balancing a lot of shit this year with some fun stuff. We did it last year, but I think we can do a lot more fun IRLs. Because definitely need a little bit of the yin to the yang, right? I call it the palate cleanser. Because I can get a little wild with all these wackadoodles. I think that's the kinder term that I've tried to use instead of what I want to use. Let's see here. There was like one other thing I wanted to share before we call it a night. I'm trying to remember. I think that was it. Yeah. So as of right now, tomorrow I will be calling because it is Friday and they are closed on the weekends. I'll call down to San Diego and figure out what the next court date is for Hampton Brandon, assuming he has one. All right. And then let's see. Moving on forward, we'll have our and for sure we're going to be having our show tomorrow night, which is going to be featuring our special guest interview. And let's see. And I'll be putting the notification out, a few hours before tomorrow's night's show. So keep an eye out for that. And then we'll probably do something fun over the weekend for sure. I definitely, because the weather I think down here is going to be okay. So for those that contacted me through Instagram about checking on some username stuff, as soon as I'm done here, I will check in on that. So don't think I'm ignoring you or I forgot you. I just can't do it while I'm on stream. So as soon as I'm off of here, I can check to see what's going on, and I will get back to you. I got your Instagrams, and I'll reach back out to you on Insta. Who's getting snow? Cat Crazy. I know a lot of y'all got some snow. So be careful out there, all right? What up, J Dubs? Are you out of here? Hey, you have a nice evening, my friend. And thank you for your support the other day, all right? Much appreciated that donation, J Dubs. And I got to stretch my legs, man. We were hyped that day. That was a crab dance to forget or to remember. All right, you guys, have a great evening. Lobster with the electric fireplace, man. I'm jealous. Oh, that's pretty cool. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. All right. Unless there's some breaking news between now and tomorrow night's show, which please, I hope there's not. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have a wonderful Thursday evening. Don't forget, check your 6, head on a swivel, and don't forget to love somebody, all right? And love you guys. We'll see you mañana. Have a great rest of your evening. Have a TGIF Friday tomorrow. And be safe for all my friends out there in those snow-filled roads, all right? Go slow, all right? No need to get anywhere in a rush, all right? All right, y'all, have a great evening. Take care and peace. And for tonight, I am officially out. Oh, yeah. Good night, y'all. Take care. Peace.